All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 1095. I think we're at 95. 1095. We're almost at 1100. Wow. 1100 episodes already almost. That's bananas to me. Literally, we just passed up our, what is it, like our 5th year anniversary? 5-year anniversary on April 1st. And we've been doing this for a minute, and it's always a blessing to be on here with people. And let me tell you guys, we're never ever ungrateful for the fact that we have you all here at this fine hour, because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And tonight on the Studying Brew, we are going to have Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We've been doing the Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. I think we started in the 4th year, 4 years ago. I don't know. That first year was a little rough.
Yeah, so
Trying to figure it out. We literally started with just one laptop that we were sharing. There wasn't enough camera for both of us to be on, so Brandy was just mainly in it, and I was just yelling from the background. It was a lot, but we did it. We made it happen. Here we are now, right? And still trying to move up, just like you. And tonight we got the Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. That means that we are going to answer questions without what, Brandy?
any content, no thinking.
She said it. No content, no thoughts.
Correct.
And for the people that are brand new, or people that are tuning into us on maybe like YouTube, social media, all the different platforms, thank you so much for recommending. Whoever recommended you, thank you to them, and also thank you in advance for recommending us also. And be sure to share, subscribe, let people know, because this could be the difference. This could be the edge that you were looking for. This could be the thing that gets you over into the pass notice. And I know there's some people that watch these test taking techniques, or they watch some of the stuff we do on the keywords or the Wednesdays or whatever, and they really love to get, they go into a conflict with it, because they're like, well, I want to know I know I think there was somebody you were studying with today, and they were talking about they need to know, like someone was helping them. They're like, always asking them, but why do you know that? But why does that work? But why? But why? But why? If you're doing Kona, the but why doesn't matter necessarily. Are you getting the answer right? Are you seeing a connection time and time again that's just there, and you always get it right? Or it gets you to the right answer every time? Why are you messing with the formula? Why are you messing with the formula? Why are you messing with the formula? It's kind of like back in the day, for some of us who were alive, when Coca-Cola changed up the mix. Classic Coke was delicious. And they're like, no, we got to be new and hip. And they gave us this junk that was called New Coke. It was horrible. Why you got to change up the formula? And everybody revolted and realized we had the right formula before. We are the Kona formula. We are the classic Coke. Guys, I'm telling you, don't mix it. It doesn't matter. Don't change it up. It's already delicious. Go for it. You're already getting questions right. You're using the test taking techniques. It is the key words. And a lot of times when our people study with other people who don't necessarily go by the Kona ways, it's hard for them to understand this. And they're like, well, just go read the book 5,000 times over. Go get that Series 65, right? And go read that 3 times. And then they wonder why they still haven't gotten their Series 65 done. Because that's a lot. That's like a 1,500 from some of those LEMs, like a 1,500 page or more LEM book. It's a lot. It's a lot. But we simplified this program. We simplified the way you learn it. We simplified the way you get through it. We simplified how you look at these exams and then master it. And sometimes it just doesn't make sense why it is what it is. But as long as you keep getting the answer right, who cares? Because we're focused on pass notices. That's the bottom line. Do I guarantee that you'll be an options trader by the end of this? No. Why would I? I'm not an options trainer. Either is Brandy. Brandy, we're not in the business of training you for some sort of trade. We're just here to get some pass notices. That's what we're here for. That's what you're here for. That's what the whole main goal is. Don't get away from the main goal, which is to pass the exam. Even if you are taking something that seems super complicated, like the Series 65, or the Series 26, or if you're just still banging your head against the wall with the SIE, don't overcomplicate the process. Don't overcomplicate any of it, right?
No, simple is better.
How many passing scores did you get when you took the Series 65 full exams in the Q banks?
So I took 14 minimum full exams and I passed one of them.
1 out of 14, but Brandy passed the 65. How many times did you take the Series 65, Brandy?
Once because it's the first try.
And how long was that Series 65 exam? How many questions was that back in the
140.
day? 140 back in the day.
Yeah.
140. Series 7.
Mhm.
How many passing scores did you get for that one when you were studying for that?
Okay, I don't want to tell people this. I never took a full quiz.
What did you mainly rely on when you took the Series 7?
Nothing but techniques and common sense, but mostly
How many
techniques.
times did you pass it? I mean, how many times did you take it
Just once.
and you passed it?
Yes, I did. First time.
First time.
Mhm.
How long was that exam?
250 questions.
How many hours is the Series 7 when you took it?
They give you 6.
6 hours.
Wait, something like that. I
Yeah.
think so.
It had a lunch break.
It did have, you had to have a mandatory 30 minutes.
They pause the exam so you can have a lunch.
Part 2. Part 1. 2.
How many times did you take it?
Just the one time that I passed. It was 135 questions in each part.
Look, this isn't stuff that we're teaching you guys that it has not been something that Brandy hasn't already done. This is a system that was created because we were sick. Brandy was sick of, what do I want to say
My
without
study prep
saying it?
that I was using.
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to be offensive because then Brandy kicks me. Uh, the study prep that she was using,
Yes.
and it wasn't working. And the way that people were telling her how to do it wasn't working. The videos that were she was giving definitely weren't working. They were way too much. They're way complicated. And then when she would attempt to go get some help, they usually talked over her head like she was a little lady. You know what I mean? The little lady, you know that talk. If you're a woman, you know the talk. It's okay, little lady. Not everybody can pass this.
There is a common stock. And if you don't understand that, then maybe you shouldn't take this exam.
And literally even had a couple managers that told her, look, I'm smart and I didn't pass it. So don't be discouraged if you don't pass these exams.
I'm smarter.
And then she passed it and they said, well, what did you do? And she says, I created my own program. And that's where Kona started. Look, y'all, this is breaking away from traditional study preps. This is breaking away from the nonsense of the way they teach it, the way it's explained, because the way it's explained is confusing. And the way that most people teach it is confusing. The way that most people study, it confuses them and discourages them and puts them down that path of like, I'm not sure. We need to have a path of, we can do this, a path of, it's not that difficult. We just need a program to do that. And that's what we got for you. And if you haven't gotten with us and you haven't signed up and you're interested in doing that, get on the program, man. It is a system that is developed to pass multiple exams. Last night I talked about it. I broke it down and what the real difference is. I'm not going to do that tonight, per se, but I will say this: there's a 21-day plan waiting for you for the SIE. Where most people take 6 to 8 weeks, we got you in 21 days. You can do this if you just stay to the program. And do I dare say, stop listening to other people and other programs and other things. Look, stick to the program. You have to stick to the process. You can't mix processes. You can't mix programs. It won't work. We follow the FINRA guidelines. We don't use other people's books. We don't use other people's systems. It is our own. It is following what FINRA wants you to know or NASAA exams. That's what we do. We literally, Brandy takes the outlines. She simplified it. She made a process in which she would use to pass these exams or how she did it. And she shows you in those lives exactly how to make those connections and how to transfer that knowledge from the content into a passing score on the exam. Stop thinking there, stop overthinking that. Just get the dang answer. Stop worrying about that stupid question, but why is it right? That is the worst sometimes some people ask is, well, why is it right? But why do you care? It's right. It's just right. And I get right all the time. Sometimes it is just right. Go with your gut. Get it done. Tonight, we're going to go over test taking techniques. We're going to show you a little bit of that. And these are perfect for if you're on the real exam and you don't have a dang clue, or you're overwhelmed, or you're starting to freak out because none of this stuff is looking like your Q banks. By the way, no Q bank out there looks like the real exam. Never will, never has. It's just one of those things that FINRA and NASA protect this exam. There's no way to get a replica of way these exams are. They're not compromised in any way. So that being said, there is no QBank out there that's going to have the perfect setup, the perfect questions, but it is the process in which you look at those questions that you can master. It is the way you approach this stuff that is, you can master. Much like if you were playing baseball and you were a batter, there's no way that you can, like even every batter out there, they go like half the time. If you get a hit half the time, you're an amazing hitter. Why? Because pitchers are unpredictable. They're really good. These exams are really good. They're unpredictable in the way they act because they're not following they're not going to be like the Q banks at all. So you master the approach and how you go up to that at bat. You master the approach and how you go to these exams. We show you in those live sessions. We got books for sale as well. SIE 663, 65, and 26. We got the Kona community on Discord. Contact us at 951-290-3077. Give me a call, give me a text. And also just scan the QR code, hit the links, and you can get into all of that. There's even a video in that link that shows you how our program works. Just a quick reminder, there is no day sessions tomorrow for any of the members. We don't have day sessions on Wednesdays, but we are back at night for the Studying Brew, same bat, same bet channel. Make sure you are utilizing that Discord if you're a member. If you have questions for Brandy, that is the only place that Brandy really answers any of your questions is on the Discord. She has ADD, bro. She cannot focus anywhere, or ladies. She cannot focus anywhere else. It is on the Discord. Please direct message her. Please give her an at on the Discord if you need her help. She'll be checking that tomorrow. And then also, if you leave a message on there, give some time.
Yeah.
It is not a quick response thing where you leave a message and immediately Brandy is just waiting for you to text. It immediately drops everything and goes, I will get to you right now.
Yeah. Guys, today, for instance, I was on Zoom for 5 hours.
Hold on. I am at checkout at the store. Stop everything. Everyone stop. There's a question here.
I got to answer this.
Let me answer this. It's just not going to happen like that, right? You got to give some time. And then we'll do it. She'll do it. And if you still haven't heard from Brandy, you can message me and I'll give her a little nudge too.
Yeah.
Yo, can you answer?
I don't mind reminders, but please make the reminder not 10 minutes later.
Right. Some people are like, 10 minutes ago, I messaged her. What's the deal? Does this thing work? Yeah, it works, just not within the next 10 minutes.
Correct.
All right. So we will be monitoring that. So thank you to everybody. We will see you on the Studying Brew tomorrow night. All right, let's get to it. Test taking techniques Tuesday. What do you say?
Yes.
Did I miss anything?
No.
All right, let's get to it. We got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask what exam did that question come from. Like I said, it's irrelevant. None of these questions are going to be on the exam. So much attention and too much attention is paid to mastering Q banks out there. It is like, oh, but we got to master why that question is. And you spend time and time and time trying to figure out look, sometimes it just don't matter because that question is not going to be on there anyway. It probably won't even be asked that way anyway. So don't stress about that. What we want you to look at is how Brandy's breaking this down. Much like a breakdancer. How's she breaking it down like Charlie Brown? What's the moves? What is she doing? What is she learning? What is she observing? What is she writing down? What did she want you to notice? How much content did she really need? Tonight, it might not be any at all.
I'm hoping.
It might not be any at all. We're hoping on a Tuesday night that it's not that, but sometimes Brandy's been doing this for a minute. Sometimes she forgets that some things are content, some things are not. But we'll go with it. Most of the time, it's not a content thing. What is she looking at? How did she get it right? And if you haven't studied, no difference. Just watch what she's doing. And how do we get good at anything? We practice. We want you to go get yourself a 10-question flash quiz. What does that mean? 10 questions, anything that you're doing, function, unit, area, section, Any exam that you're taking, any Q bank that you're in, 10 minutes, 10 questions, just technique. It is just a drill. It is just a skill set. It is no different. And if the coach was making you just do layup after layup after layup after layup after layup in just 10 minutes, you're just shooting it. You're just shooting the ball. You're just going through the questions. You're just literally trying to get it done and go through it with your gut and just some techniques. Right?
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
No, I just realized something that in small group today, the way I did options today, it was phenomenal and I didn't record it.
Darn. With that
I'm
note,
going to recreate magic.
you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Some say you can't recreate the magic.
I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go, Harry Potter.
Yes. Okay. I've got distributions. I've got tax deferred. I've got tax free distributions. I've got qualifying distributions, tax free. Okay. So there's a couple of things happening here, right? We're either talking about earnings or we're talking about distributions, right? But let me see. I'm going to go with these two probably being the most similar.
Yes.
Right? Now, some people are go, well, C has a 5 in it, Brandy. C has a 5 in it. So what did you say about numbers, right? No.
No, it doesn't apply if you write it out.
It's
letters.
written out.
That's in letters. That's not a number. It's a letter.
Doesn't count.
Do you see their letters? That's
Doesn't
not the
count.
same thing.
That's supposed to be an arrow. Sorry. Okay.
If you see a jersey and a basketball team, is it the same thing if they wrote FIVE as the player's number?
Can you imagine?
The same.
Be hilarious. Okay. So let's note this. If anything was given for you tax-free, do you think there would be some rules around why it would be tax-free? And I'm not going content. I'm just going like legit. The IRS just doesn't do stuff for free.
No.
So if you're going to do something tax-free,
it probably you already paid tax on it and you didn't realize it.
I'm not even going that deep. I'm just saying there has to be something that qualifies you to be tax-free.
Always.
Does that make sense?
Right. There has to be something.
That's common sense.
Yes.
We're all 18 or over.
Yes.
Most of us have had a job or probably in a job.
Something
we
like
all
that.
have to pay taxes.
And if you haven't paid taxes, you need to start paying taxes.
You haven't, somebody's gonna knock on your door soon.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You don't want to be Wesley Snipes or Willie Nelson.
Right. Or MC Hammer.
Yeah.
So
there was somebody else. Al Capone?
No, that's why he got busted. Yeah.
They all got busted, Brandy. They all got busted.
I meant, never mind. Never mind. There was
technically
inner thoughts. There was too much inner thought.
Well, technically, that's the only crime he was ever convicted of.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I meant. Okay, anyways. The question says, how does a Roth differ from a traditional? That's basically what it's saying, right? And I'm going to just go with the one that talks about qualifying my tax-free. I'm going to go with that one. I mean, you might say, well, isn't the 5 years a thing? It is, but not the anytime. Anyways, that was content. But we didn't need
not
content.
The same.
No. And we didn't need to know content. We just need to know qualifying. Tax-free.
We just need to know that there's got to be a reason why it's tax-free.
Got to be a reason. Oh, numbers.
A has no number.
A does have no number. I saw what the question was about, so that's why I kind of just went like this. But 750, 750. This is higher than the 333.
Facts.
Right? This is lower, kind of in the middle, I guess, and this is higher.
Yes.
Okay, just looking at the numbers comparatively.
Correct.
Okay. You got to bear with me. I'm going with one of these because the 750 and the 750.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, so look, I see the 500. I see stock split. I see nothing about reverse.
Right.
Get out of here. And A, we already said, because something has to change.
Right.
Done. Now you see the 3 for 2.
Yes, I do.
That's crazy math. That's crazy math.
Right.
I don't even know how to do that math.
No, don't want to.
But I know that it's not as Diana put in the chat, I know it's not simple. So it's not even, like it's not like a straight like divide by 2, multiply by 2
Got a
thing.
quart of Red Bull running through you. You're not going to do the math.
I'm not doing the math, bro.
No.
I'm not a math person. Sorry, Eric. So because it's not simple with that 3 for 2, I'm just going to go with that not simple answer either.
That's it.
That's it. The math can't be even. It's not going to be like straight $50 and $7.50. It's not going to be like
It's
that.
uneven, one would say.
3 for 2. That means you had 2 and now you have 3. How do you do that math?
Is that uneven? Is that even? No, it's not. It's not even. It's uneven.
Give me part of that one. And then part
So
of
why
that.
would the number, the result, be even?
Exactly. Don't overthink this.
This is like common sense stuff. Like we just said this. Like if you know the answer for whatever reason, you love math and you're one of those people, you're awesome.
Right
Good for you.
Right on.
Good for you and your math love. But for the rest of us who charged into that exam with a quart of Red Bull running through our veins and adrenaline just jittering all over the place, we ain't figuring out this math.
No. And for some of us, this makes us sweat.
This does give us the number sweats.
This is math sweats.
Yes, gives us the math sweats.
Okay.
Get that 5th grade teacher running through your head going, I told you needed to know this.
Okay. Affirmer individual, affirmer individual, affirmer individual. Okay. That's not going to help us at all. Okay. And then I got markup. I got principal. I got commissions and arranges trades. I got markdowns. I don't know about you, but C says and.
I would have gone with that one.
I'm going to go with that too. I'm going to show you guys why, because we're talking about brokers and it's and.
Right. That's it.
Isn't that what a broker does though? Like they just arrange things. Brokers arrange things.
That's it.
The brokers just arrange things.
Yeah, they're not just in charge of marking up things and marking down things.
Nah.
They're a much bigger picture.
Nah.
They broker deals.
They
broker deals. Am I the only one that when you hear broker, I think deals?
No.
That's what I do. I think somebody who's brokering a deal.
Because I think it's 63.
Yeah, that's you. That's not me.
No, he's right though. You're
and when you're
arranging a deal.
Right. So if you're brokering deals, then you're probably thinking about commissions, you're thinking about trades, you're organizing a lot of things going on. You're in the mix.
You get a piece of that
always
thing that you're arranging. What's in it for me?
That's how I think of it.
No, you're right. You're right.
4th time this year.
Guys. 100 is now a number. It's not spelled out.
No, A. That's all. But why is it right? Who cares? Move on. You were going to guess anyway.
Yeah.
And if you weren't done reading it, watch the replay.
Pause it. Okay. Rewind. Pause. Okay. Cyclical. We go up and down. Defense. Here's my fence.
Defense.
Growth is going to go up. And value, cheap. It's good value.
You like the value meal.
Like the value, value meal. Isn't the Target, the Walmart brand called Good Value?
Oh yeah.
You know the value meal that used to be 99 cents, but is now like $4.
I think that was McDonald's. Remember that? It was the value menu was like nothing was over $1.
Yeah. No, it's like $2.99. Okay. So you guys see that has nothing to do with securities. Yes, but no. Yes, but no. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna match now. A common stock that trades at a price relatively lower than the company's fundamental indicators. Relatively lower. What looks lower to you?
Value.
That's it.
Lower and value go together like peanut butter and jelly.
It doesn't sound like cyclical. It doesn't sound like defense. It doesn't sound like it's growing. It just sounds lower value. Lower value.
Sounds like a Kia Rio on a used car lot.
I did want to do something slightly fun.
1998 Kia Rio on a used car lot. Value and it's lower.
Okay, I have to. Never mind. I got to go to the question first.
No offense to anybody that has a Kia Rio. There are 5 vehicles.
Right.
Still running.
Right. Value funds. They're cheap funds. Bum, 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 bum. Index funds. I'm just gonna. It's a copy, but I don't know how else to like. I don't know what else an index could be. Index card.
Copy your notes on an index.
Yeah, the
card.
same. Index card. I'm just gonna say card. Fund. Growth funds. We already talked about growth funds, right? Funds. And then income funds. Money in funds.
Simply money in.
I don't know.
Money in my pocket.
I don't know how
money in my wallet
to describe what income is.
No, that's it.
Yeah, money regularly coming in.
If you don't know what income is, you got to work harder.
Ooh, coming in income. Okay. Question. What?
One has never heard that.
Look, this is an example of it says equity funds most suitable, but that's not going to help us in this situation. So I got to find something that matches cheap, card, up, or money in, right?
I see bargain.
Bargain. Oh, bargain. 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 Cheap.
Now, an overthinker would have saw, but also wants income from the investment.
Yeah. So the content behind that part is simply this: because you're getting it so cheap, you're going to get higher dividends. But that we didn't need that. The only one on here that's a bargain is this.
The value.
Now, look, that's my last question. Okay, there's something real quick I want to say. I'm going to give you guys all a bonus today, a bonus content today. Okay, ready?
Okay.
The way I explain products and risks, the way I explain how we go from stocks and bonds to mutual funds in the very simple, easy way is that if it's good for the stock, it's good for the funds. Did you guys notice these two questions? Relatively lower, bargain. They were both value. Guys, it's that simple. When you're learning about stocks and bonds in the SIE, and then you're moving on to mutual funds or the Series 6, it's that. Just put the word funds at the end of what you learn. Boom. Now you have a mutual fund.
But why, Brandy?
Who cares? That you're passing a test.
Oh, you're like that proverbial mom when you get all those questions.
Uh-huh.
But why is the sky blue? But why is that car run on gas and that one runs on?
Because
oh my goodness, that's so. Eat a fry. Quiet. Get over there. No, I was kidding. Go dig a hole.
I just say it is what it is.
That's what our parents used to tell us all the time, right? I'll back and go dig a hole. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all of you. It is awesome and to have and a blessing to have all of you. It is just being, I'm just being a lot of gratitude tonight. So thank you so much. Guys, learn how to do these techniques. Learn to incorporate it. Look, especially if you're going to guess the dang question anyway, what are you losing? You have everything to gain by learning a skill set that might raise your game when it comes to the guessing game. And it might just be the difference between a pass or a fail.
Just need a lot of you just
need the one.
4%.
Just need 2 more questions right. That's it. So why are we focusing on anything less? Guys, that's it.
Period.
All right, everybody. We got no day sessions tomorrow. We'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope you all are come back now. You hear?
That's what I hear.
Stay safe. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one.